Welcome to Treasure Valley Podcast. I'm Chuck. Today's episode is brought to you by LowerGentry Studios. LowerGentry Studios is a Treasure Valley film production company that has an upcoming web series entitled Canyon County that you're going to be able to catch in December 2018. It's going to be on YouTube. Check it out. Today I sit down with Ellen Smith. She is a local Treasure Valley actor and lawyer. We talk about acting and we get some free legal advice from her, so enjoy.
1, 2, 3. Beep.
I just hit record, so we're live.
Oh, that was probably that.
Will you state your name for the record? Yes.
My name is Ellen Nicole Smith. Should I spell my last name? Or
I don't think you need to.
Okay.
Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, typical.
Cool. Welcome to Treasure Valley Podcast.
Well, thank you.
And we're going to do 20 questions today.
Okay.
The first 10 are about lawyering.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is that the correct verb?
Hopefully. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
What are you doing later?
Whatever.
Lawyering. Attorneying. We should probably just get right into it.
That's a good idea.
I am arrested holding a bloody knife next to a dead body covered in stab wounds.
Okay.
Whom do I call?
You pull out that card in your pocket.
Okay.
You call your attorney first.
Well, is there like I was looking for like is there a name that I
there?
need to know on there? And I'm not saying for me.
Right.
Do you get that
per
a lot?
Se.
Like I have a friend.
Yeah.
I do have a friend. I have a friend that I'm worried about.
It's not for me. It's just like somebody else. If that happened to somebody else, like what would you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
First, I mean, I don't even know. Who would you call? Like, go hide stuff first, right? Like, hide stuff. Like, have you seen Dexter?
No, I watched like the first couple seasons.
Yeah, well, because he has better answers than I probably do about lawyering on that one.
Oh, okay. Got it. So Dexter. So first I need to
Dexter it is.
Don't get myself into that situation until I watch Dexter.
Yes.
And then
figure it out.
Okay, cool. But you don't have any names that you've learned in the business that we need to be aware of.
I've heard a few names.
Okay, got it.
Joseph Horace.
They're gonna have to.
He's dangerous. Watch out, my little brother.
Oh, okay. Is he also a lawyer?
Yep.
Oh, okay, right on. So you just plugged him.
Yeah.
Does he deal with?
He does do some criminal stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes, mainly car accidents, but whatever.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. So what was his name again?
Joseph Horace.
Okay, Joseph Horace. So make sure you get in touch with him if you get caught with a knife and then there's a dead body with stab wounds.
And you got injured in an accident that was not your fault.
Oh, okay.
So those things.
Okay. What about you though?
So I do some car accident work also.
Okay.
I really like adoptions. Those are my very, very favorite.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought you were an injury lawyer.
I know I am.
But family injuries.
Specifically
you fix those
supposed to say that I am, but
Okay.
I like injury accidents. I don't like them.
There's
but
a literal form
hurt,
of injury, and then there's the other form of injury, which can be more broad,
I like
adoption.
taking care of people. And then, adoptions too are, they're the best. They actually bring people together rather than like ripping people apart.
Which one pays more though? Isn't that the important thing?
Right. Shoot.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, please.
Can I sue the state for losing the lottery if I have a verified addiction diagnosis?
Did
I just give you an idea?
You did give me an idea because I know a lot of people with addictions.
Maybe you need to make an ad.
I think I do.
Well, first we need to set the precedent.
Are you going to help making it?
I don't know. I know how to do mental health paperwork. That's something that I learned at one of my former jobs.
Yes.
Just the paperwork end.
Yeah, I know.
I can fill
that out. But you can do
out.
the filming stuff.
That's true.
We can make an ad.
Oh, I thought you meant like you wanted me to become a gambling addict.
Well,
that's where I went with that. I don't need another. I don't need another addiction.
It's another option.
Well, I don't need an addiction.
An addiction at all.
That would be terrible. I couldn't imagine what that's like to live with. Okay, so
maybe
you don't know.
I guess that's your answer.
Okay, maybe.
I'd have to do a little research and get back to you on that.
So if anybody can reach out to Ellen,
I do like it though.
Maybe you can do some research and some get a
gambling
group together.
Issues.
Mm-hmm. Class action
against the state. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that would affect me negatively, being a government employee.
True.
So I got to be careful.
True, you do.
What I'm promoting.
You like that Percy.
Yeah, exactly. That would eat into retirement for sure. But that's something so far down the road, nobody's thinking about that.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think.
yeah.
For sure. Are you ready for the next question?
I think so.
Okay, what is the best way to buy off jurors?
I think it's the old wink and a smile on the way in.
Okay. Because it could be like affectionate, or it could be like you're done.
Yeah.
If you don't make the right decision.
I mean,
is this too obvious now?
There's certain lines you have to draw, I think, for jurors. No, I don't know. I've done probably about 6 jury trials, and they were early on. They were early on in my career, so I haven't done a lot.
So once you like get that out of the way early in your career,
well,
because I'm done with this.
They were dramatic.
No. Oh, sweet.
No,
is it like the movies?
Kind of so much like the movies.
Dang.
And the first one worked well for me, and I got like just a little tear.
Really?
Yeah, and I had and it was awesome. And the second one, I tried the same thing.
Yeah.
Didn't work as well. It actually worked very poorly. And opposing counsel was like, who's this? And I'm like, it worked the first time. I don't know why. It's
crying to get your way? Is that what
it was
saying?
like not even crying. It was just a little more dramatic, and trying to be do a little kind of more drama.
I don't think you're allowed to give us any details now, are you?
No.
You just come up with an
It's public record. Anybody could look it up, and they'd be
really?
like, "Oh my gosh, she was super stupid." But I was 8 months pregnant of you? At the time, probably
with a tear running down your eye.
Oh, that one was good. But it's also like being in the moment. I mean, it's like, I don't want to say it's like acting because you're really there and it's real, but
it's like acting if acting really happened.
Yes, exactly.
Sweet.
Yes.
Real life drama. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that?
I mean, if I have to go to jury trial because my clients needed it, I absolutely would.
Oh, okay.
100%. But I do a lot of family law and a lot of adoption where it's mainly you don't have juries, right? So I just go in front of just directly the judge.
Okay.
And, they look at your tears and they're like,
whatever.
Come on, counsel.
I got lunch in 15 minutes.
Put your big girl pants on. Come on.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's typically.
So you screen your adoption cases then for the most part. You're like, don't. There's nobody fighting over this kid, right?
There's.
Oh, you do get in there? Yeah. Oh, you get your hands dirty with
There's
that kind
times.
of stuff?
There's times. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I took one case where recently that was a defense case where I was like, there is no reason. But typically I don't do a lot of conflicting ones because it doesn't make sense. We have a liberty right to our children. So
what do you mean it doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense to go in and scream and cry about who gets to be parents of children when, frankly, it's better for kids to have more parents. I mean, the more support, the better, to be honest. And so, and that's how our Constitution sees it too. I mean, they don't want to terminate rights. They don't want to terminate parental rights if there is any legitimate reason to keep the parental rights intact. And frankly, if you're a step parent who wants to adopt, if you love the kid, why can't they have multiple parents? I mean, that's probably...
Because the paperwork is important, Ellen.
I know, and the name.
Don't you understand?
Right? I know.
People just want to get something signed, a document for the kid.
And it's real, and I'm your real dad now.
I mean, I don't feel that, I need to have a title for my truck.
So you want a title for your baby?
If I have a child, I need that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, slavery is not allowed unless they're earlier than 18.
Unless you're a truck.
Then you can have a family business. You can be like, you're working.
Yeah.
You just got to plan your family business way far in advance because they probably can't start working legitimately till they're 13, 14. I
feel like we're going way off track here.
I'm just coming up with ideas. I'm rolling. Okay, so that was your answer 13, to buying off jurors. Got it. I'm sorry.
There it is.
This should be more serious. Let me get back on track.
Yeah, serious.
When taking the stand to plead my innocence, which gender and ethnicity should I identify as to get away with it? This is a politically oriented question.
I know. You are putting me on the spot in so many different ways. I think
you can say white male. If that's true.
I think the biggest thing is just to confuse everyone.
Oh, okay.
Constantly, so they don't even know which end is up. And I feel like if people are confused enough, they won't know where to go. Right?
Yeah. So just confuse them.
Confuse.
Okay. So which
That's what I do typically if I don't know the answer.
which gender and ethnicity is most confusing? Don't think you can confuse me and dodge that question. All right. Do you want the next one?
Yes,
you can
please.
pass on any of these.
No, they're all great.
I mean, nobody can see the gun I'm holding under the table. What is the average speed of an ambulance?
Oh, geez. Like, is this a bad joke? Or
It
like...
kind of is. I'm really proud I came up with that question.
It's like, when it's parked, when I chase it, or like, is that...
I just figured you would know.
Dun.
Yeah.
Again, Joe Horace would know that one better than me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot. Poor Joe being thrown under the bus yet again by his big sister.
We'll have to tag him in this. Maybe he'll enjoy it. Yeah. We're only 10 minutes in, and he's coming up a few times in the more interesting questions. So that you picked up on my joke. What is your favorite lawyer joke?
Oh, gosh, there's been so many creative ones back in the day. I don't know. I always think of like
right now.
It is. All I can think about is like the one. All I can think about is one lawyer joke. So maybe it's my favorite. Maybe it's the only one I remember.
That you remember. So it must be either good or really terrible.
What do you call like one lawyer at the bottom of the sea? A good start.
Oh,
which is so mean.
That's just lame.
I know. It's not even funny.
And plus, lawyers have done a lot of good things for people. Isn't that what what's his name was? Green Party guy. No, he wasn't even a lawyer, was he? Now I can see his face. Oh my God, 2000 president ruined everything for the Democratic Party and Al Gore supposedly. Gosh darn it, why can't I think of his name right now? I'm drawing a total blank. It's driving me crazy.
Did he have big ears?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I wanted to vote for him, but I couldn't. No. You're thinking of Ross Perot.
Yes, I was.
No. Man, my brother is going to shout at me for not being able to pull up his name. So in 2000, he ran underneath the Green Party. He's a big advocate, like a left-wing dude. And you remember Al Gore? He was in Florida.
Yes.
And then they...
Bush and...
He was the one that went through and... I keep wanting to say Alan Greenspan. I'm just going to look it up on my phone, even though it looks a little ridiculous right now.
I know. I
got text messages.
Probably because I wasn't old enough to vote in 2000. Something like that. I'm sure. So I barely paid attention.
Well, that's good.
You're laughing a little bit too hard.
I'm trying to quell it. I'm doing my best. Green Party can't, because I was voting in 2000. So
there, Ellen.
Yeah. Green Party can't. Ralph Nader. Oh my gosh, Ralph Nader. You know how he sued the airline companies. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
And he sued the automobile companies. You probably studied them in law school.
We didn't study political. We just learned how to read, basically. Read cases in law school. They didn't really teach us that much.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is there any law schools anybody should avoid?
No, U of I is the best. They should definitely go to that one. I love that school.
Cool. So anyway, I was talking about Ralph Nader, ambulances, jokes, helpful people. They were like he's the reason why we have safety standards.
Ralph Nader? For
the most part, yeah, because
really?
They were blaming everybody driving crazy. For all the deaths that were happening on the road in like the 70s. But he went and found out that the engineers were like paid to cover stuff up. And they're like, they knew that like these designs were unsafe and it might cause cars to fall apart, like going around turns at a certain speed, and people were dying.
I did not know that about him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he did that, I think. This is all from my memory.
Yeah.
I learned this like 15 years ago, and I could just be like, and it just changes every time I bring it up. And then he came into court with his cape on. And he glared at the judge.
And he had a little tear.
And his head exploded. And the jury all erupted in applause. And then General Motors went out of business for a while. And now we're all safe.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he did. So,
that's amazing.
I know.
He's my new hero.
I know. So lawyers are good. He's not at the bottom of the sea. But then also he ruined the entire country when Gore lost in 2000. I know that you weren't. I know that you weren't voting. But this is what happened in 2000. Pull up a chair. Let me give you a lesson here, youngin. he ruined the election for the Democrats and then put George W. Bush in office, and then now we're here.
Some people think the Republicans put George W. Bush in office.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was the worst thing in the history of American presidential elections to happen on that one. I think everybody forgot about it because of the last couple of years. Like Donald Trump. Are you kidding me right now? Donald Trump. It's really awful that Ralph Nader ruined the election for Al Gore because... Like Donald Trump probably would have been in sooner or something. I don't know. I feel like it was his turn for the Republican candidate. Anyway.
Didn't have The Apprentice yet, did he?
Oh,
he needed to go through that yet. He had to go through that.
I feel like I need someone on this podcast that's just like hooked up to a computer to be able to look this crap up for us.
Just a second. Yeah, you do. You totally do.
Joe
and then
Rogan
they can like tell us in our ears.
I don't have one. I mean, he only makes several millions of dollars a year more than I do. But how much does an assistant cost?
I know you have an intern.
We do have an intern. Okay, because we...
You should plug your intern.
I know.
Right now.
Yeah.
Do you know your intern's name?
Well, yeah, it's Ben. Ben, my intern. No, he's our intern. Thank you. He actually edits this podcast together for us. But I couldn't think of his last name for a second. Ben Arroyo. Because we know him because he did Canyon County, so we know him as Guillermo.
Yeah. Yeah. Just call him that.
Yeah, but that I don't know if he responds to that anymore because we stopped filming such a long time ago. But yeah, I need to get him in here. I should invite him next time. But then I have to get. Well, I guess I got that computer set up, which is out of frame. I'll point that way. Should we go back to questions?
Okay.
Okay. Can you sue your way to fame?
Yes, you totally can.
Cool. Have you tried?
No, I'm not good. I'm not good at that.
Oh.
I don't like to do anything like, I mean, I like acting, but I don't like me in the center of attention and things like that. It's like nerve-wracking. I like acting, but I don't want to, like the fame part and like I don't know. What is that girl though? The woman the Donald Trump gal. She sued her way to fame and fortune. Oh, yeah,
she did.
She had fame and fortune previously.
Stormy Daniels.
Yes, perfect example.
Yeah, I came up with her faster than Ralph Nader.
Did you? Yeah.
Good gravy.
I had
That is terrible.
I know.
Well, I guess Ralph Nader just doesn't have the things that are as memorable to me.
Stormy.
I visualized Ralph Nader differently than Stormy Daniels, I guess, and so it was harder for me to...
Secretly so impressed. And her attorney, too, was amazing. So he also sued his way to fame.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And fortune, yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Well, there was what's his name from the O.J. Simpson trial too, which you don't remember anything about that one.
I was a baby.
What was his name? Now, what is his name? We should
Johnny Cochran.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cochran.
There were so many. He had a complete dream team. He really did have Barry,
Michael Jordan. David
Slightly
Robinson.
Well, you know.
It was right around the same time.
I mean,
wasn't
it was like,
no, it was a little bit after.
Whatever.
Yeah. A little bit after the original Dream Team.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So he got famous after. He's dead now.
Yeah.
That's too bad. What happened to the rest of the Dream Team?
That's
OJ's alive.
Yeah, OJ's alive. I think Barry.
He did all that work.
Schneck. That name's gone too, but I think a lot of them are dead, but they all did. I mean, that was incredible work. It was beautiful, wasn't it? I mean, it was just...
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
All that DNA, but people didn't know much about DNA evidence back then. It was just...
They did and they didn't. I mean, it's like you
maybe
learn
he knew
that...
how to wink at those jurors
just
right next to
he did. A wink and a smile, right? One way or the other. If the glove doesn't fit, you don't acquit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Although
it's like a rhyme.
I don't even know what the...
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. I remember that.
I feel like we're both doing like really bad accents.
He was like trying to like put the glove on, and he's like, I don't know. And he had the everybody was talking about the plastic.
It was leather too. It was leather and plastic. It's like I can't get it on. I mean that he wouldn't even have to be that great of an actor to do that.
And
I saw Jay in some shows.
Yeah, he wasn't that great.
Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper. I don't remember what it was.
Naked Gun. That was my favorite. He just got demolished in it. It was just all physical comedy. Do you remember that? He would Naked Gun. He was just like, he would be injured or like shot or whatever, and then in the next scene he'd be in a wheelchair, and then they'd like drop him off of something, or that was his whole shtick. It was pretty awesome.
It'd be like, just like the...
He was good
I'm
at slapstick,
trying.
and that's what he's doing with the glove. I don't know. I learned my lesson, guys. I'm not going to stab anyone else now. Yeah, maybe he should have called your brother. Was your brother actually the... I guess he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your brother's the Johnny Cochran of the Treasure Valley.
Yes, he is.
Sweet. Okay.
Johnny Cochran
Good to
of
know.
the Treasure Valley.
So if I need to sue my way to fame, I can call him up.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Maybe he'll do some work for you too.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want him to. It's fine.
You're like, I want to choose my fame very specifically.
Yes.
I don't want to be famous for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
Because you can't undo that stuff.
You can't.
You know?
You can't.
You can't undo like a whole bunch of bad publicity and then like go on to become like president of the United States or something. That doesn't ever happen.
No.
Got to be careful.
It's not even a
There is such a thing as bad press.
Yeah.
You ready for the next question? Should people be concerned about what they post online? This is going online, by the way.
No.
Oh, really?
You know what I figure these days is like everybody has so much online. Everybody has so much. Eventually it's not going to matter. I know everybody needs to be very careful. And we do. I mean, when we're looking to hire someone, we go and, we look at their Facebook and everything else. But it's exhausting. And, it's at a point now where it's like everybody posts so much that there's going to be so much data out there that it's almost going the opposite direction now where it's...
You just got to get to know someone to make a judgment?
I think so.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
What about shortcuts?
I don't know.
Shoot.
I don't know.
I have a follow-up question kind of along those lines.
Yeah.
So I intentionally split the frame in these interviews so that I and my guest may maintain culpable deniability. Am I even doing that right?
Yes.
Because we're kind of watching each other, but not really. I don't know. I was a goofy question. Yeah. I don't know.
What is that? Culpable deniability. That's from a show, isn't it?
No. That was... Oh, I think... there's probably a show called that. Isn't that when you can't... When you... Because it's... Or no, you witness something, but it was... Your boss or something?
It kind of reminds me of Hamilton, since we have that entire soundtrack memorized. That's what they did.
Oh,
it's not the right words, but pretty close. Yeah.
Hamilton. I haven't seen that. Or what? It was a play, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the I'm like, I'm so out of touch. Like, where are you going to see that here, though?
True. Salt Lake.
Yeah, Salt Lake
is the closest. Yeah.
That's where they do it in Salt Lake? No, it's got to be traveling.
Yeah, it's traveling.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not enough people.
You can have the soundtrack, though.
What's that?
You can listen to the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, I should. I like music. Well, no, I don't. I inherently dislike musicals.
It doesn't feel like a musical.
Oh, okay. As long as the music's good.
Yeah. Clever, really, really clever lyrics.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is the most fun, I think.
I like something that's upbeat, though. And I feel like the musicals,
it is upbeat.
Well, that would be cool then.
Yeah, and it's kind of rappy a little bit. What kind of music? You're asking the questions, not me.
Yeah, that's okay. I can answer some. I can answer 5. What kind of music do I like? You got 4 left. No, I like all sorts of music. I just don't like musical music. Musical music to me seems like what they're trying to do is like they're trying to like take a script idea they already wrote and they're like, let's just jam some notes in behind this and then have them sing the lines, and it always feels like weird
and contrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always the
Hamilton
first
is not
one
that.
I think of is like, I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. That is
one of my favorite songs ever. Super fun.
I can't stand that. I'm like, this is the stupidest
Not a South
thing ever.
Pacific fan.
No. And then the other one was
every time I wash my hair, I sing that song.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair.
It's just a catchy tune. It has nothing to do with the lyrics.
Oh, I guess it is. I mean, it's stuck in my head. That was the first song that I thought of that drives me absolutely bananas. And then from Joseph, when they start just like shouting out colors. You know,
red, it is Technicolor,
purple, green, yellow, and I'm like, how much more do we have to do? I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, anyway, so that's my opinion of musicals. So, but maybe I should watch. I liked Book of Mormon.
Hamilton.
Book of Mormon was amazing to me.
Book of Mormon was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't just the music. The music was like, music was a vehicle, but it was like very humorous. Right. Not like musical humorous where it's like, oh, that was kind of funny. Like men aren't shampoo or whatever, or dirt. I guess they would be the dirt.
Dirt.
Or something. Oh. And shampoo is the elixir, the
Yeah,
man
to
elixir.
get rid of the men.
And water. It's a combination of shampoo and water.
It's
It
all about
actually
washing
works
the-
on
You don't
all
even have to
guys.
do that anymore.
Yeah, it works better than mace.
It
Shampoo and
does.
water.
Now you don't even have
'Cause
to
we're
like.
so- we're
you're
so
like,
gross.
I hate this song so much. I'm going to shave all my hair off, and I'll never have to do that again.
Yes.
See your own hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is for the this is for the kids at my school. They took all my hair. They
Lice.
paid money to have me. Yeah. No. This is for the kids at my school. It's lice. There's a comedian that does a bit about that because the head lice is the same shampoo as pubic lice. You're like laughing. I hope you don't know this from experience, but I'll continue. Assuming
No, I'm laughing at my own joke. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We've moved on to my comments.
Yeah.
So No, I'll wait till you're finished, and then
Okay,
you can
I'll
laugh
wait
about
till
this.
you're finished.
Good point.
Yep.
No, this pubic lice,
pubic
pubic lice,
mind.
head lice. It's the same shampoo. Apparently, there's a comedian that does a bit. I think it was like Louis C.K., but I don't think he's allowed to make jokes anymore because it's just
About anything ever.
generally not funny.
That poor guy,
Yeah.
sort of, and
Yeah.
yet not.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm mad.
Yeah, I don't know
But,
what to think about Louis C.K. I really liked his stand-up comedy, and
I did too.
his show was good, and then it got like way too serious out of nowhere, which was weird for me. Did you ever watch his show,
Mm-hmm.
Louis? The first couple seasons were really great, I think.
Well,
Let's
he's, like,
judge him on as many
He
levels
switched
as
shows,
we can.
didn't he?
Well, he did one for HBO, and then that was like a sitcom, and then he did his own on FX, and it was actually kind of cool because like he wrote it and then he directed it and started it and
So I
produced
think I saw
it.
the FX one. I don't think I ever saw the HBO one.
Yeah, that one was kind of it was just like it was a little bit bizarre.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the FX one, it was I really liked it at first, and then like after a couple seasons, it was like he would have like these long drawn off speeches like about like serious topics and things, and I'm like,
We're tired.
yeah, exactly.
Tired.
Which makes me think now that he was just kind of like processing the bad feelings he had for jerking off in front of so many different people throughout the course of his life, or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. You ready for the next question? What's new with you? That's all I got. There's more. Is there anything new that you want to mention with you?
I don't know if there's a whole lot new. Just kind of doing the same old, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go to the next one. If
Yeah.
they're not all going to be winners. Actually, there's a good chance that a lot of them won't be, but we can adapt. Do you have anything to plug? I think I asked you that earlier off
Make
the
me
record.
cry.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to. So like a lot of the podcasts have just been plugging things.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people came on and plugged things.
And I should
So
have plugged more.
I'm trying to think. No, there were a couple that weren't necessarily plugged, but most of them were. So I just wanted to make sure.
Well, I am super excited actually about a fan film I'm doing coming up. We're filming it, I think, in about February, and it's
Sweet.
the Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah,
Vengeance.
you're in that. I follow them, so people can follow that on Facebook.
They sure can.
Boom, plug that in.
F13 Vengeance.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, super exciting, and they have a lot of actors from like the films over the course of the whole series that they've done, and they put a ton of work into it, and I think it's going to be high quality and really, really an awesome film. So
Sweet. So that's coming up, and
looking
then it's
forward
going to
to
be released, and they'll probably shop it around to the different horror film festivals and things
yeah,
like
I
that.
think they're looking at releasing it, I believe, in May 2019.
Oh,
so,
dang. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I saw that with all their Facebook posts.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pumped about that too. That'll be cool. That'll be super
play
cool.
A psychologist
Oh, nice.
with a mustache.
Really? With a mustache?
No, I'm going to cut the mustache. I feel like the mustache was just a little bit too much. It was the director's.
Oh, like
Jeremy
literally are gonna
Brown.
wear a mustache.
He had a mustache, and he's like, "Hey, try a mustache," and I was like, "No, that's not a
you
thing."
could just like be like you could just be like that'd be the first like big like feature film role that you get, and then you're just like mustache woman from that point forward.
Right?
Ellen Smith was kind of good in that. Yeah, did you think we could pull this movie off with a woman with a mustache? I don't know.
She does have a lot of hair, though.
How stubbly do you think it is if she shaves? I don't know if we can go. Let's just go with the lady without the mustache, just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Damn it.
The world is changing.
I was in that role, and then they pigeonholed me as the mustached psychologist woman.
I can never get another role without a mustache.
Yeah. How many women have you ever met with mustaches? I'm curious.
Do you want an actual answer to that?
Well, I'm just curious.
My mother's good friend, Jeanette. I'll never forget her. She had the best mustache ever. And I just remember as a little kid, like, really wanting to... And it looked really soft on the edges.
See, that's the thing. Women with mustaches are like, it looks like you would be like touching like the head of a baby.
It does.
Or something.
It so does.
Yeah, which I would...
I was probably like 7 or 8, and
yeah,
I might have like reached out.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're 8.
I mean, like,
I was roundabout asking if you know any women whose mustache I can touch, but I'm glad the topic of touching female mustaches came up
earlier.
Yeah. And so that
just kind of organically came up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was good.
Yeah, and now I can. So can you write down on this card a list of women whose mustaches? I'll just reach out to them. If you have a mustache and you are a female, I want to.
You know who to call.
I want to compare denseness and softness. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I was just, I think you could.
Really?
I don't know.
Female mustaches, really?
Well, I don't. Yeah, obviously, you might. I wouldn't push too hard about getting that mustache removed, but I don't know that the whole entire film is going to hinge on you having a mustache as a psychologist. I think if it's there or not, I don't know that anybody's really going to care. In fact, if it's there,
I think they might.
Actually, if it's there, it might just be like a little bit too much.
Probably would.
And
distract away from the whole Jason thing.
Like female like mustache like appendages.
No, they do.
They do. Oh, so it would be softer then.
No, I don't know. I'm just gonna take a little chunk from right here.
Oh, really? You're gonna make your own?
Really? It's almost Halloween. Why not?
I guess you. Yeah, that would probably be the best way to do it. It would be the most realistic.
We want to go with organic and natural.
Yeah.
Natural looks.
Natural hair and cool. That's for all of you prepubescent boys out there that want to have a mustache. Alan's got tips for you too. You can go in 7th grade.
Next
and
question.
Own
Next
that classroom.
question.
Oh, okay, sorry. How awesome was the I-48 feature film that debuted a couple of years ago?
So awesome. So awesome. I just wish my own personal monologue was a little bit longer. I feel like that 20-minute of me talking by myself was like, oh man, I wish you would say more things.
I know. It would like ended on a cliffhanger.
I know. And nobody
was
even
like,
knew.
What?
It's like, how do you even adjust your voice to talk that long? Literally, when you get... There's shots of the people in the background who are falling asleep, not because they're, supposed to, but just because that's what they want to do because they're so tired of listening to you talk.
So
I feel like
we
should cut that off.
I loved that movie. That was one of my favorite things to go to. That was debuted at the now debunked Boise Film Festival.
Yes.
Do you know who owns that name by chance? Boise Film Festival. It's .org, right? So it's a nonprofit. Are you allowed to say anything?
I feel weird saying it out loud.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do.
Sometimes people
say
I do.
Do you want to go buy it?
Well, I'm just curious because I don't.
I feel like I could broker this deal.
Oh, really?
But it has to be all hush-hush and like money under the table and like we'll write a little number on here and like somebody will slide it by and I'll be like, ask the client, check it out.
I don't have any money. But I can trade.
Shoot!
I can trade publicity.
Like mustache hair?
I got damn it! I just shaved all my hair off.
Where did it go? Damn lice.
Again. Accept chunks of hair as currency for the Boise Film Festival.
.org.
Yeah, that would be.
I feel like a lot of these conversations we shouldn't actually be having.
Oh, okay.
Being on microphones and recorded.
Oh, okay. This is going online. No, that's too bad that it went defunct. It is kind of a bummer.
I agree. It is a bummer.
But that was one of my favorite feature films that have come out because it made me laugh so hard. It was so funny and disjointed, and it was great. I watched it again once I posted it online.
You kind of got it all together.
Yeah, it was cool. And so my next question is, will you write a sequel for the I-48 feature film, please? Will you?
Yes, I will do it.
I was thinking, here's my idea.
Okay.
I just don't want to do the legwork. Is a prequel.
Where's your intern?
Ben.
Guillermo. Anyone?
¿Dónde estás? Guillermo. So here's my idea. So those of you that are unfamiliar, I don't want to go into the whole plot line. That's like too much. Let me give you a 20-minute speech. Ellen, take it from here, please. Up and down, high and low. And then ride that wave. Keep us engaged for 20 minutes.
Take a little drink and move here.
So the idea is it's a prequel. And then it's the creation of the lifter. And so it was the woman and the two guys built her and ruined her, and then what was your character's name? You were the main lady, and so she went with the lifter, and they were chasing each other, remember, or something like that, through time and space and movies and all the things. So it would be a prequel to like the creation of the lifter, and then it could kind of follow the same story arc.
Yes,
where they're all disappearing and reappearing, and so.
Okay.
Think about that.
Okay.
What's your favorite month and why?
So January immediately comes to mind because it's when I was born. And but I actually hate January. January is the worst month to ever have a birthday, to be honest.
Really?
Well,
I have a follow-up question. Should I get that? That's kind of along those lines, just in case you cover it. Because the important thing is that I say these questions.
Okay.
That's the point of the podcast. What month do you really hate and wish were split up into the other 11 months?
And what was the second part?
That was the second part of the month question.
Yes. So which one do you really hate?
And which one is the best month? And you said January. Yeah. And you said then you hate it. And then you said it's the worst month to have a birthday. And so my follow-up question is, which month do you hate so much you wish it were split up into the other 11 months?
Yes.
So do you have a favorite and a least favorite then? Is January
so
both?
January is my favorite and my least favorite. And also Sundance is during January, which is like Christmas for filmmakers, I think.
Yeah.
You've got to go
one
of
these
these days. Dang
sometime. It's
so much fun. I love it so much. And it's just magical. The energy, even the energy there is magical. But also January is super, super ugly and dreary. Yeah. And I remember my 21st birthday. Everybody is like their 21st birthday, everybody's so excited. Mine comes, everybody's like exhausted. Usually somebody has mono.
Oh, yeah.
Super sick, and they're like snuggled in their, and up in Moscow.
What day is your birthday?
27th.
They should be recovered from their hangovers and stuff by then.
No. Nobody wants. It's like, we're going to stay inside and watch movies.
Oh, I need to keep my New Year's resolution for at least 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ellen. I can't have any
fun. It's ugly outside and it's cold. I don't want to do anything. So I'm like, fine, I'll go out by myself. I'll make my own party.
That's where you learned your independence and how to...
Yes.
I was trying to think of a mustache joke to correspond to
mustache
that.
Jokes.
And how to wear that mustache proudly. There we go.
Exactly.
Well, that was still pretty weak, but I'm working on it. What is it like to go home to Will Smith every night? Here we go.
It is amazing. It is honestly amazing. Although I hate it when people call him Will Smith.
Do you, your
husband... Bill Smith. Don't call him Will Smith. If you call him Will Smith...
It's William.
It is not his name, and I will know you don't really know him.
Do you or your husband ever get sick of the Will Smith jokes? No. Do they come that often, or?
Just no. They do when people are awkward and uncomfortable and first meet us and they don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it tells me more about them than really about us.
Did I give you Will Smith jokes?
I don't think so. Okay. Until just now.
Oh, really?
Now I know.
Oh, okay.
So you're one of those people.
I was a closeted Will Smith joke guy. Good. Were you waiting?
Well, the great thing is that I have this one friend in law school. Mm-hmm. She calls him Will Smith, and she constantly calls him Will. And I've known her for a million years. Mm. She's like, so how's Will? And I'm like, his name's not Will. You know it.
But it is.
But she just doesn't, she doesn't even try. I mean, it's not like she doesn't know.
I think she's got a crush on your husband.
What? Who wouldn't though?
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
Is he still out in the van? I kind of feel like I want to hang out with him afterward now. Is he no.
Acting.
Oh, damn. You got me. Nice work. You're good. You know what would have made that more believable? A mustache.
No shit.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cuss? Probably not.
Oh,
beep.
It's on the internet. I don't care. I got to be careful though because I'm a teacher, and so I never know what kind of things that they're gonna. You know.
I know.
With the dozens of viewers with a very. The dozens of viewers that I get, and that S is very optimistic. The pluralization of dozens is optimistic on this podcast, but
you know,
you never know. Could be, yeah. It's on YouTube. Anyway, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, do you and your husband ever get sick of the lawyer jokes? Because Bill is also a lawyer too.
Bill also is a lawyer. He's super good. Yeah, like I actually want some more lawyer jokes. I want some better ones that I remember, except for that, that one that's not the like bottom of the sea one. Yeah,
they're usually about like murder and like killing lawyers and lawyers being the scum of the earth.
I know. I want some clever ones. Ones with like clever.
I was subtle asking you about ambulance speed.
Right? That was pretty funny.
Thank you. I love it when people point out how funny it is instead of laughing.
It makes more funny.
Feel really
better
good
about yourself.
Yeah, because I go for the intellect.
Yeah.
Yes. Not any type of emotional reaction.
I know, well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chuck. That was funny. I appreciate it.
I really like the way that you said that. That was very funny.
Oh,
it's like the NPR on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
Next, I have a joke about lawyers.
What is your next question?
How do you catch a lawyer? Go down the road and turn on the sirens and the lights. Was that good?
That is very funny, Chuck. I like that. I like that one a lot.
Do you want to do the last question?
Yes, please.
Oh, you already did this, but maybe you have more. Do you have any questions for me? There's a fly that got in here. Sorry. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh my goodness. I was going to ask you about your hair, but now we know.
Yeah, I shaved it off.
Because of the lice.
I have a different story for any of you females out there. It wasn't because of any type of cleanliness issue.
And also...
on my head.
And the mustache.
Yeah.
Also went because not lice.
They're a pair.
Yeah. So do you save them?
Oh,
somewhere later?
The mustache, the mustache and beard started crying, so I just had to silence it.
Oh, it's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why did you decide to make a podcast?
That's a good question. Because I wanted to create something on a scheduled interval and keep posting stuff online.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make it something that I enjoy doing. And we actually decided to do it as LowerGentry so that we can then continue to put new content up that doesn't take all the editing stuff. Because like with the amount of work that we put into this,
right,
we could do 1 or 2 minutes of film.
Yeah.
And then coming up with then writing. That doesn't even count the writing process. Just like the work. It's like an hour, 2, 3, 4 per minute.
Wow.
And so this we
That's
can
crazy.
do 40, 45 minutes, and I can just spend like another 40 minutes splicing it and doing the audio cleanup. And we keep clipping it. I'm sorry, by the way, we're having too much fun here. Apologize for the clips. I'm trying to adjust it on the fly, but we laugh too loud. I have the same thing. We both get going. I gotta learn to work the mic. I don't have any fancy equipment to do. Anyway, I'm talking too much about myself. Anyway, sorry about the clips. It's easy to it's easy to do, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I like to just throw these things up as every week on Thursdays.
Oh, awesome.
You should watch one.
I know, I'm going to.
Well, this one for sure.
I think this is one I'll probably skip, but
well, you never know. You might have missed something on that's coming from this camera that's focused on you.
Yeah, and I might learn something about myself.
Yeah.
Or maybe you.
Maybe. I might watch it too. Maybe I'll learn something. Instead of, listen to what you said rather than thinking about what I'm going to say next.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like when I'm doing it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just glad I didn't read the questions in advance. I might have gotten an anxiety attack. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's 20.
Done.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming and visiting and chatting. And
thanks for
I'm excited
having
to
me.
watch the Friday the 13th movie that you're going to be in. Yes. So that'll be cool. And this was nice. This was very casual. I hope you like the 20 questions. I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's fun.
This was a blast.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I'm going to turn this off in 3, 2. Oh, wait, you're supposed to. 5. Oh, that's for turning on the camera. Wayne's World. All right. I'm going to shut this off now. Have a good night.
You too.